Hello and welcome back, Pillow Talkers. We spill the tea that everyone tries to hide. No gossip is off limits, no truth is untold. Grab your pillow and watch the stories unfold. Y'all, imagine being one of the most wholesome game shows in TV history, only to find out there were allegations of racism, discrimination, and secrets happening behind the scenes the whole time. Because according to former models from The Price is Right, what viewers saw was not the full story. So let's talk about Bob Barker, the beloved host who became a TV legend, but is now being pulled back into controversy years later, after former models came forward with some very serious allegations.
Ever wondered where the love for animals in The Price is Right came from? Let's dive into the life of the charming Bob Barker. Born in Washington, December 12, 1923, Barker was an iconic television host, best known for CBS's The Price is Right. His passion for animal rights led to the show's famous spay and neuter advocacy. Barker's illustrious career bagged him 19 Daytime Emmy Awards, while his influence spread to other hosts like Drew Carey. Sadly, Barker left us on December 12, 2023 in Los Angeles due to natural causes. His legacy lives on through his wife, Dorothy Jo Gideon, and their son, Robert Barker Gideon, who now champions animal rights. So, the love for animals in The Price is Right, that's Barker's enduring legacy. Remember to have your pets spayed or neutered.
For decades, Bob Barker was known as the kind, animal-loving host, smiling, hugging contestants, and giving away prizes. But behind the scenes, some of these women who worked on the show are now saying the environment was very different. And here's the part that's important. These allegations didn't really blow up back in the 90s. Back then, the headlines was mostly about sexual harassment claims. The racism allegations, those came out way later, and a lot of people are just now hearing about it. Let's start with Kathleen Bradley. She was the first black model on the show, and according to her, being the first came with a lot of pressure and backlash. She claims that behind the scenes, there were racial tensions and even talk that included slurs during production conversations. She also said the environment shifted after she joined, which raises the question, was the show really ready for diversity at the time? Now, this is where things get really serious, because Claudia Jordan, who was also a model on the show, made some of the most shocking claims. According to her, producers allegedly limited how many black contestants could be on the stage at once, marked contestants by race behind the scenes, and control representation in ways viewers never saw.
They may try to hug Bob Barker and he would kind of shrink away from them.
Don't attack me. Don't touch me. Piece of shit.
How shitty is that? It definitely revealed an even darker side of the show and the racial profiling, even down to the contestants.
What I'm looking for in a contestant is someone ready to have a good time with us.
They would go through potential audience members in the line looking for contestants.
I think I'll be chosen because I'm an adorable person.
There was stereotypes that were definitely pushed on the show. Negative stereotypes of black people. Like the overweight black woman, the extra loud, ridiculous person. And then I started to hear that they were only allowed to have 2 black contestants on the show at a time. And that was a direct instruction from Bob Barker. And to let Barker know the race of the contestant that's about to come on down, they would have the letter B written on the card.
I think he just didn't care to be that close to somebody that was not white. It was pretty sad.
Now, let me be clear. These are allegations, but if true, that completely changes how people look at the show. Claudia Jordan actually filed a lawsuit in the early 2000s claiming racial discrimination and harassment. The case was eventually settled out of court, And like always, a settlement does not automatically mean guilt, but it also doesn't make the situation disappear either. Now, on the other side, Bob Barker has denied wrongdoings over the years throughout his representatives. And to this day, a lot of fans still see him as a TV icon who brought joy to millions. So you got two very different narratives. A beloved television legend and former insiders saying something wasn't right behind the scenes. So why is all of this blowing up again? Because of the 2026 documentary, Dirty Rotten Scandals, The Price is Right. That's where these women are finally speaking out on camera, telling their stories in detail.
Diane would confide in me that Bob did mention if she had ever been with any other person that was black, that he would not be happy and that he thought they might have had some kind of communicable disease or something.
And sure enough, when Bob found out about Diane having slept with black men, he called her into his dressing room and they had the screaming fight of all time.
He went off. The shit hit the fan. Oh my God.
The whole set was dead silent, listening. And Diane comes out of Bob's dressing room and goes up the stairs, and Bob's assistant is running after her saying, "Diane, you've got to apologize to Bob." And Diane turns around at the top of the stairs. It's like the scene from Romeo and Juliet. And she's standing at the top of the stairs and the whole set, dead silent, is watching. And Diane says, "I have sucked his too many times to start kissing his ass now." Woo!
I'm like, what? It did not go over well with Barker.
One of the producers standing next to me said, "Dang, who writes her stuff?"
So after Diane got the lawsuit, Holly lost the weight. But you could feel that Barker was pissed off that Holly did not give a deposition. And he never forgot that.
After we had wrapped, it was late at night, and Barker and one of the other producers had come into my dressing room again and said my weight was still a problem and I was going to be taking early retirement. When I didn't agree, that's when the whole thing blew up. And then the lawyers called me and started negotiating terms of my retirement. And I'm like, I don't want to retire. There's no need for me to retire. But there really was no choice. Barker wanted me gone. I was being fired and I would not be coming back after close to 20 years on the show. It devastated all the fans. People who, really loved me. And you can feel that. That's one of the best things about being a celebrity is you can give people excitement and make a moment special, And I miss that. Oh yeah, we gotta stop. I'm going into the fucking ugly cry. I hate that, man.
And now a whole new generation is hearing about this for the first time. And honestly, this situation is complicated because at the end of the day, these are serious allegations, but they are also being discussed years after the fact. So I want to know, what do y'all think? Do you believe what these former models are saying, or do you think this is being blown out of proportion? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is definitely not over. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.